Hey guys, it's Lizzie the Lightworker here. So you guys, welcome to my channel. And if you're first time joining me, I'd like to welcome you. And if you're returning to me, I'd like to welcome you back. And today, guys, we're working on a video for Pisces Divine Male and a Taurus Divine Female in separation. So we're going to get right into this reading, and this is a viewer's request, so thank you so much. I like to fulfill these as quickly as I possibly can. And just know, guys, separations are tough, but they are for a reason. Sort of so we can grow personally, work on some things, get our energy levels up so we can sync up better. Some life lessons sometimes need to be learned. Sometimes we need to burn off karma, and sometimes we need to have other relationships to strengthen us so we can be a better match for our twin. All right, so what we're going to do is sort of get some information here on our divine male, and then we'll work on our divine female, and then we'll sort of see in the middle how the separation maybe was caused, or what the cause of that separation was, and then maybe some cards sort of for advice. Okay. All right, so our divine male, he's so giving. I'm feeling right off the bat, so giving, so loving. I feel like he has a really stable demeanor, okay? I feel like, he works on his own personal life very well. His savings, things that, he's putting away for. He's trying to be stable. He's trying to be dependable, secure, all those things. I feel like he may have some dreams and aspirations that he is working on, okay? Maybe like some side project or something that he's trying to get going, or put himself out there further for this dream, okay? I do feel like there was something that caused him to walk away. I don't know if, he wanted more of a committed thing here, and, maybe she just wasn't ready for that. I feel like, he put himself out there to her with like a really great offer. Like, I'll love you, I'll care for you, I'll try to give you everything that you want. And I really believe he tried to give her everything she wanted. I really believe he was kind, generous, giving. I feel like, it was almost like he wanted to spoil her, okay? But yeah, I'm feeling like this was an offer going out to her, very passionate, okay? And I just feel like if they're in separation, which is the reason why we're doing the video, it wasn't an accepted offer, okay? So I do feel like he has now began to move on a bit. Out of necessity, not necessarily out of choice. I feel like he has had to push himself to move on, okay? I don't know if he's had some other opportunities for love in between this time. I feel like that could be possible as well. I don't know how receptive he is to that, but I do feel like, he's a pretty attractive guy here, okay? He's got a lot to offer someone. So, yeah, I feel like if he hasn't had any other opportunities for love, I feel like they're definitely coming to him. Like I said, I don't know how receptive he'll be. I feel like that's what you need, because if we accept other relationships, guys, in separations, a lot of us feel guilty, or we feel like we just don't want to put the energy or effort in. Because it's so painful to miss that person all the time. We literally feel like we're missing the other half of our soul. And your soul is calling out for this person. But, sometimes we have to experience other relationships so we can develop more emotional maturity, and we can have experiences and learn things, okay? So it's a possibility that our Pisces may have to accept the fact that other relationships may help him out in that part of his journey. So let's see. Our Taurus divine female. Okay, I'm feeling like was very after the fact. After the fact, I feel like she was very regretful. Okay, she realized that he was really good. I do feel like she realized this was her twin flame. I feel like she's sad, she's sorry. I feel like she feels like she owes him an apology, okay, which I don't know. Sometimes when I get apologies, sometimes it's something that they did wrong, like something like, speaking to them hurtfully or not appreciating all they had to offer, or sometimes it's even cheating, guys. Usually that regret card comes up. It's something that they definitely did wrong, and they're aware of it now, and they want to be sorry for it. They want to apologize for it, okay? But it's also depressed, and it's also like grieving. Like she's grieving this relationship, okay? At this time, I feel like she doesn't want to accept any offers from anybody. I feel like she could have other offers for dating experiences, and she doesn't want them. She's relying on her own strength to get her through this. And I do feel like she's working on herself, and she seeked other opportunities in life, such as business, career, that sort of thing, okay? I feel like she's working on that. She's definitely using her strength here to pull her through. And I feel like she's stronger. She's becoming stronger as a person. Her soul is becoming stronger. Her journey has not been easy so far, but I feel like she's sort of mastering it now, and she's almost making it look easy now. I would not be surprised if these two do have some type of a communication down the line. I feel like he's going to try to reach out to her, or he already has, and she wasn't receptive. And then I feel like she's going to reach out to him, and he'll be receptive. It's sort of like hit and miss. You know what that means, guys? Like, it's like a hit and miss conversation or a hit and miss communication. Okay, like timing was off. Timing was very much off here. Okay, so let's see what caused this separation. What caused it? Okay. I feel like there was immaturity. I also feel like there could have been more in love with the idea of love. And I'm not exactly sure if that's on both sides here. And to me, I'm feeling that might be more our Pisces. He may have felt a little bit infatuated with her at first, and then he let it sort of turn to love. After time had passed, I feel like he was just, in some ways, I know this is going to sound crazy, I feel like he was just too good for her at that time because he was so giving. But the relationship lacked maturity. And I could be on her part too. It lacked maturity, okay? This getting a youthful love energy here, okay? It's just, I feel like timing was an issue. The timing was off, and their energies were off. When he was like, I want you, want you, want you, she was like, I don't know, and then she's like, want you, and then he's like, no. It's too much like this back and forth, this push and pull, this up and down, if that makes any sense. Yeah, and I feel like because those energies weren't syncing up the best way, it left our Pisces divine male sort of feeling left out in the cold, all right? I feel like, he really did strive to give her everything, and he left himself sort of emotionally bankrupt, okay? And I don't know, too, financially. I don't know if she was using him a little bit financially, or she needed help from him financially, and not that she was using him, but she sort of started to take advantage a little bit. I feel like that could have been an issue as well, or he may not have had it to give anymore, if that makes any sense, okay? I do feel like they both at some point had to decide about the level of commitment here. I feel like their hearts both wanted this, but something, like I said, with those energies was not syncing up properly, or there was just too much up and down, too much back and forth. I feel like he would have wanted to be fully committed to her. I feel like he wants her sort of like in his life permanently, like a higher commitment, a higher level of commitment, like almost marriage. I feel like he really would have married her. He would have wanted to be married. I feel like there was something with lacking stability though, okay? I don't know if it's on either of their parts. I don't know if he was chasing a dream here and she wanted all the attention, or, something. I feel like he was chasing some sort of a dream, and it sort of made him not be able to pay that attention to her that she needed or wanted. I don't know, I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just channeling it. I'm sort of getting something with that. It doesn't always make sense to me, guys, just like sometimes it doesn't always make sense to you. Sometimes you go away and you think about it for a few minutes. So yeah, all in all, this relationship, the bottom line at the end of the day was just way too much work. I feel like our Pisces divine male wanted to put in the work, but I feel like he had so much other stuff going on in his life that it lacked in this relationship. He may have also needed just this time to build upon his dream and whatever creative forces he was working with to try to progress himself further into this dream, or developing his career, or putting himself out there to be noticed in his career. I feel like that was very important to him. He spent a lot of time working on that, but I also feel like he spent a lot of time working on this relationship. I just feel like she was not as receptive as he wanted her to be. That was a big issue here. You know, and in separation, I believe she is very sorry for this. Okay, she's sorry that she didn't give him more of a chance, or she wasn't as supportive to him as she could have been, or she lacked patience possibly with him. But he really was struggling to make this work. And yeah, I mean, he was really sort of almost like killing himself with all the things and all the responsibilities. I just feel like, too, the relationship had a lot of responsibilities that weren't, you know, exactly being met the way that they should have been. In that time frame, though, it's like, you know, sometimes when it's like wrong place, wrong time, or timing is such an issue that it makes everything else off. Like, timing is an issue. Like, if you're working on your career and you have some wonderful opportunity to chase, and you kind of want to put your relationship on pause, and you chase your dream, and maybe the dream doesn't pan out the way you wanted it to, you want to go back and search for that relationship, and then sometimes it's too late, and then they're in a different energy, and they've done something else, and they've moved on. That's sometimes what happens in twin separations. Okay, so let's get a Whispers of Love card out here. Okay, have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Okay, so this is more or less what this is telling you. For this entirety, the relationship in its entirety, you may be in separation. This is telling you to have patience, very hopeful card, okay? So I do feel like they're gonna come back to each other, okay? I feel like he's going to reach out to her, and she's going to be very apologetic and very sorry, but she's also going to show him how much stronger she is and how much more independent she is. And I feel like he's going to have a better idea and better ways to present the type of relationship that they should have, if that makes any sense, guys. Okay? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to see any more of these types of readings, I'd be glad to do them. And as for now, this has been Lizzie the Lightworker. Thank you so, so much for watching. Catch you on the next reading.